Polynice and Shaq, and Skiles and the rookie Lindsey Hunter. On the way down, the tap goes to the Magic.
Back to the baseline.
Lindsey Hunter still with it. The hook off the high glass. No. Mills sticks it back. Blocked by Shaq. Batted around.
Interesting matchup here with Hardaway watching Elliott.
Ball snatched away by Shaq. They call this a jailhouse break. Stobiak up and down. It is 6-0 Magic.
Continues when he's open and knock it down.
Skiles with a bounce to Shaq. Mills in the double team. Stobiak in the lane. Elliott got there, but too late. It's 8-2. 20 left first quarter. O'Neal backs and bumps. Misses over Polynice. Stobiak's tap won't go. Picked up in the lane by Hardaway. Great inside handoff for Shaq for the stuff.
That time there was no double team. Very unselfish though, George. They pass the ball around and they get easy shots. At least they have this quarter.
Here's Bill Laimbeer. Gets a hand here. Emotional day and a half for Bill Laimbeer too. You can bet on that. Dick by 5. Final minute first quarter. For Stobiak with a slashing drive. Mills pulls off the miss. For 6 start.
Little misleading though. The Pistons are getting good opportunities. They're just not knocking them down right now.
Lamb gets one there, and he does knock it down.
Joe not the point, George, with Allen Houston playing the 2 guard.
Lamb from the corner. Nice feed from Joe D, and he drained it. Skiles has to give it up. Good Piston defense right now. Turner from the corner with a force. David Wood rebound.
Excellent defense that time down.
Inside Shaq, a touch dunk.
I think he would have thrown in if he didn't touch it. I think that might have gone in the basket. Here's that long pass. Actually, it's Dennis Scott threw that pass. 2 points no matter who scored it, George.
30-21.
Oh, good pick.
Skiles is rattled.
That, I don't believe that's a good call. Bill Laimbeer is set. We always talk about maybe he leaning in. That time Scotty Skiles never saw it coming and just ran right into Bill Laimbeer. I might be wrong, but that looked awful good to me. Looked like it hurt too.
Watch the screen. Skiles still shaking.
You give me your observation.
Tough customer.
Bill Laimbeer is set as far as I'm concerned. That was just a good pick. You know whose fault it is? Scotty Skiles' teammate for not telling there's a pick there. That's what it is. That looked pretty good to me. I think Bill got that because he's Bill Laimbeer.
Johnson a paint to Shaquille O'Neal. Missed badly on the hook. So does Skiles. He'll keep it up. In and out. Shaq's got it. Back up short to Lamb. Shaq inside. That was a 12-0 Piston run.
Interesting stat on Shaq. Last year, 320 some odd dunks. Shots other than dunks, he only shot 46%.
Lamb from the wing, and he sticks it.
That just means he relies a lot on the dunk, and that's not a bad shot to take, though.
Skiles to Anderson. Got it line to Shaq. Good slap away by Bill Laimbeer.
We've seen that a number of times during his career. Not too many people get away with it, but Bill's known for this. He just waits till Shaq turns, reaches in, comes across with a karate chop, and knocks the ball away.
Goodbye ball. Gives it up to Lamb against Shaq. Clock at 10. Elliott cuts baseline. Over Turner. He hits it.
Good job by the Pistons, George, of keeping Shaq away from the big.
Saw it. Oh. Goes to Coast, missed it. It was still pretty. Meantime, Hardaway hits Shaq, who sticks it off the square. Pistons up a deuce. Shaq against Lamb. Wheels inside. He is so strong. We're tied at 41. Of course. Up and under by Turner off the glass. Good, but take it away. Offensive foul on Turner. Interesting to see how this unit works together, because you have a lot of firepower coming off the bench in Terry Mills if this unit will work as a starting group.
Yeah, Don might be experimenting, so we'll see how this runs. Obviously, Bill Laimbeer has no problem starting any half.
Quarter.
Got him back in the ball game, that's why.
Shaq, doubly up fake. Glasser, no.
He missed that one by 4 feet, George. He got fouled.
46-45 to lead Orlando. Lindsey Hunter, foul line Joe, hooks it to Lamb in the lane. He'll hook it the shot, no. Snatched off by Shaq. Anderson on top against Elliott. Skiles to Shaq against Lamb. Takes to the paint, goes back baseline, misses the Glasser to OP. 9:08 left in the third. Magic inside to Shaq, shot short. Lamb bothered him.
Nice defense, Bill Laimbeer, hands up.
Lamb will try a triple. Hits through for 3.
And a great screen by Joe Dumars, who took the hit, got knocked over to free up Bill Laimbeer. Bill knocked it down. Joe Dumars before the timeout was a little upset, and here's why. He sets a great screen on Kristoviak, gets an elbow to free up Bill Laimbeer, knocks down the 3. Joe wanted a foul. Could have been a 4-point play.
Yes, it could have. Here's Shaq with a turning gun. No. Rebound Polonese. Swipe by Hardaway, though, and he lays it in. Neal. Hardaway with no-look dish for the dunk for Shaq. He set him up nicely.
I know he can make those. Nice unselfish play by the Magic that time. To make the extra pass that time, the Pistons running it superbly.
Shaq in the lane. Leaning, gunning, no. Rebound OP. Elliott. Lamb. He hits it.
Nice job, Bill Laimbeer picking up this team off the bench.
Joe. Shaquille O'Neal mid-post against Lamb. Leans in, hooks wide, but a foul. Be in the corner. Clock at 7. He'll back down, give it up to Lamb from the wing. Nothing but net.
I don't understand it, but Bill Laimbeer's having a field day taking open jump shots.
55. Pistons by 4. Inside Shaq for the jam.
Miscommunication that time on the pick and roll there with Joe Dumars and Polonese.
Stobiak gets by OP. Nice inside hand off to Shaq for another stuff.
Once again, fence to him. That time they all win at Larry Kristoviak.
61-59. 3.5 left in the third.
Got to stay home.
Lamb to the foul line. Extension knocks it down.
We're seeing everything tonight, George. Played with Bill for about 12 years. Never seen him put the ball on the floor and create his own shot. Tonight he's feeling it all.
He has 17. Shaq leans, guns, got it off the square. The problem with giving him those dunks is to get Shaq kind of in rhythm. Lamb. OP comes to double. Scott for 3. Off the heel. Shaq shoves Billy down and slams.
Got away with a little shove there. Obviously maybe a little acting by Bill. He's done that before, but that could have went either way, George. Unfortunately, Shaq got the dunk after that.
Makes 2. Suddenly he has 15. Pistons by 3. Shaq inside.
He got Bill for the holding before he fell down.
Foul by Billy.
No argument.
10:48 to go. Skiles takes it inside. Can't get that one down. Shaq flips it up and fills it up.
When he gets in that low, it's tough to stop him unless you give him a foul.
Orlando's on a tear.
And we got another mismatch. Bill Laimbeer posted up. He's just got to take it strong. Draws the foul.
And he hits the shot. Thank you very much.
A little lead-in from my partner there. Bill just taking advantage of the mismatch. And usually Bill caught in that situation is better coming from the outside, but he just used a pump fake. Got the foul, threw it up, and his prayer was answered.
Bowie with a foul. Billy hits the hoop. We're even at 83. Timeout, 6:37 to go on the Pistons television network. Pick and roll, Joe and Lamb. Now Billy's got Bowie. The turning gun. Got it! He can't miss.
That's the shot he wants. That's the shot he wants.
Pull on Joe.
Nice look.
Back, Lamb by himself. Nothing but net. More Bill Laimbeer string music, and he points. I want it again.
I tell you, it's one of those nights, George, when you just throw it up near the glass, and it's going to go in.
Turner with a long gun. Won't go. Shaq reaches over. May have fouled Billy.
It's a good foul, though. He gave it up rather than give up the dunk. Oh, he's going to call it.
Yeah, it is on Shaq.
Excuse me.
Bill Laimbeer's having some kind of night. 3 1/4 left. Bowie baseline. Out of control. Wait a minute here. What did Shaq do to Lamb in the lane that time? The man from GQ, I thought, should have been whistled for something.
Well, I think he's just trying to incite Bill Laimbeer, and right now the referees are just looking the opposite way. Because if the roles were reversed, I guarantee you they would have got Bill Laimbeer for a foul. Our folks at home want to get a look at it. Take it to the bottom of your screen. Laimbeer comes over, takes the foul, and then backs up. Shaq goes after it after the whistle and kind of shoves Bill Laimbeer underneath the basket. Ref feels no harm, no foul after the play.
Get it in a hurry.
Well, it all comes down to defense when you're this far into the ball game. That time, Bill doing a belly flop and holding Shaq.
And getting his 4th foul. Pistons with 3 team fouls. Shaq against Lamb. Up fake by Shaq. Shot short. Offensive. He wiped him out with a forearm. That's his 4th. 2:08 to go.
And he's not happy about it. Bill tried for the slap. Got part of the ball, but Shaq then took it with his left shoulder. Here he just leans in, and that off arm, that left hand, kind of pushes Bill Laimbeer away.
Hit Elliott, swipe by Anderson to Skiles.
He's going to pull up.
To Scott, the pull-up triple try, well short. Lamb pulls it off, and he is fouled.
Smart move by Bill Laimbeer, getting rid of it quickly.
Great night for Billy. 98-92. Timeout Orlando. 8.9 seconds left. This is the Pistons Television Network. Pistons 98 and the Magic 92. The losing streak has been snapped at the Palace. And who's our Dunham's player of the game? Let's take a look. Bill Laimbeer with 26, officially 11 for 15. He had 7 rebounds. Great spark off the bench. Billy with 26 points. He's the player of the game for Dunham's, the complete sports outfitter. And the crowd roared, and the hero got focused and got it done tonight. Good job.
Thanks. All I did was make the shots. Actually, I thought Joe Dumars played a better game than I did. He played a good floor game, really controlled the tempo, and dictated what we ran and got the ball to the right spots.
Lamb, obviously, in the heat of the battle after yesterday's thing, I know those things don't bother you because they're all part of basketball. Things happen like that in practice all the time. It's happened to me before. Once you step on the court, it's 48 minutes of doing your job. You got in your rhythm tonight. Any special plays they ran for you or anything like that?
No, not really. I was hot in practice yesterday. I didn't miss a shot in practice, and it just carried over in today. They knew right away once I started making some shots that I had the hot hand, so they just got me the ball whenever possible.
Obviously, the way they played your screen and roll, typically most teams now come out and play you instead of letting you slide to the corner. Tonight, they were double teaming the ball and letting you slide to corner and get to your open spot.
Well, you know, everybody plays it differently. You're in a situation there where you got Joe Dumars as a outstanding penetrator and shooter, so you have to do something with him, and that leaves me open. If he comes off the screen a couple times, they didn't double him. He got to the hoop for layups, so.
He was hot tonight, George.
Nice to play with Sean Elliott, too. He can find you, can't he?
He's a very good player. He has great skills, both, you know, offensively shooting the ball, but also he creates a lot of stuff for other players. He really knows how to play some basketball. He passes well, hits the open shot. He's just an all-around solid player.
Bill, more important than your offense tonight, probably the thing that most people probably don't go home and mention, defense on the Shaq. That was probably the key to the whole ball game.
Well, I don't know about that. I just think he missed a couple of easy shots, but you know, I figure if you work hard and get help on the traps and so forth like that, you'll be able to do a reasonable job on them, and that's all you can really ask.
Good team defense, George, by the Pistons.
And how about a grade on Lindsey Hunter starting at point guard tonight?
Well, he has to make his layups. He had a couple of easy layups that he just spun around too much, tried to be a little too fancy. Just make the simple play. You make a couple layups, your jump shot will start to go in a lot easier because you won't have that pressure on you to score. He's learning. It'll take a little bit of time, but right now with Isaiah out, he'll get that time.
Great pro job tonight. Way to be focused. Congratulations.
Good job, Lamb.